Okay, good afternoon. My name is Kelly Bredesen, and today we're going to be talking about remedies for a contract breach. And this is pertaining to international sales and, what we can do to remedy a breached contract. We've got five basic remedies. Once you have a contract that's breached, you can do reformation of the contract, you can rescind the contract, but most often businesses are going to want to go after money. You broke a contract with me. I want some sort of monetary compensation for the breach of the contract. There's also restitution. You could go after the accused to make some sort of restitution payments, some sort of payment schedule to satisfy my claim. But it's going to mostly revolve around that money damages piece. Sometimes in international business, they will go after a specific performance. And what that means is that, you breached this contract with me. To atone for that, I'm going to request that you do some sort of business action or you do something for me that I specifically outlined. And that's some sort of remedy for the breach of contract. Damages awarded. Once the damages are going through, how can I be awarded? Compensatory damages is going to cover the loss of the non-breaching party. What incurred since you broke the contract with me? I lost X amount of dollars because you broke this contract, and so I'm going to go over that monetary fund for damages. And these are the most general kind, the most common type of damages awarded, especially for international breaches of contract. People are going to want to go after the money. There is another way to go for it, though. Punitive damages. This is where you want to punish someone, or you broke a contract with me. I want to make an example out of you, so this isn't a precedent that's going to be set in my industry or my reputation. Punitive damages are rarely awarded for a breach of contract, but it has happened, and these are more common. Punitive damages are much more common in a tort case, and this is just to put an example out there of what you did to me. So when we're talking about these commercial contracts in an international business setting, I kind of want to make sure that we have this defined. You've got two different organizations in two different countries, and they're going to enter into a contract together. For a lot of businesses that don't normally do this, you're going to want to know what you're doing. You're going to enter this foreign market. Are you going to import? Are you going to export? Maybe I want to outsource a specific part of my operation to a country across the world from me. You need to be careful because you're going to be exposing your business to risks, additional costs. If you're not sure of how these international contracts are working, then you don't know if there's an extra fee for doing business in this market, or you don't know, if there's some hidden costs. So you're going to want to make sure that you don't expose yourself for risk and for additional funds that you weren't prepared to spend. So I'm a business doing business internationally. I'm going to kind of walk you through the thought process here. There's a dispute between me and company X, who lives in company Y, and how am I going to collect this judgment? We have a saying in business: only idiots pay judgments. But if I do get a judgment against the business who is in another country, how am I going to collect that judgment? I'm going to want to bring in an international arbitrator to hear, the case that I have, and maybe we can resolve it, before it goes too far in the process. If you're going to want to solve this issue, if this breach of contract that you have with another corporation in another country, you're going to need an international attorney. An attorney who specializes in international law, who knows the industry, who knows the law on a global scale who can really take care of you, because you're going to want a specialized attorney for a specialized case. And this international attorney should be very learned with the foreign governments. Not every government is going to be operating the same way. There are specific laws for specific governments in certain countries, and you're going to want an attorney who's going to understand that and be able to guide you through that process. So that was Remedies on a breach of contract for international business. As you see in my slides there, I did cite my resources, but they're all available here. And thank you for joining me.